Water time. What are the plants?
I'm wilting like a deli. I think they decided they're going one more. So.
Said that's the last one.
Hey, what's up, Facebook people?
What's up, YouTube?
This show brought to you by Wes Chandler Fit Body Boot Camp.
We don't do endorsements.
I do, and it's my girl.
I like that. The colors on that pedal.
Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Wanna work it on and on. So fine. And you know that you're mine.
Okay, we're going live right as soon as they're done.
Okay.
We'll start the music.
All right.
And we all know how it ends. Check, 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 check. Okay, we're live. You've got AZ Radio.Live's Independent Artist Spotlight Show with today's guest, the Bellwethers, brought to you by Music United Against Teen Bullying and Suicide and Kirk's Studio for the Performing Arts. Kirk's is the Valley's premier music studio. Call us or go to kirkstudio.com. Since hitting the music scene in Phoenix, the Bellwethers consistently perform edgy, high-energy, blues-filled rock that light up the states across the Southwest, gigging everywhere from dive bars to marquee venues. The band boasts a collective dynamic of talented musicians originating from the East and the West Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Bellwethers.
Night all alone in the stillness, studying stone.
reach out for rescue. All I see is you. All I see is you. When my dreams come undone and I'm left to wondering, is there anything I can do? And all I see is you. All I see is you. Don't let me fall. I won't let you go. When my dreams come undone and I'm left to wondering, is there anything I can do? And all I see is you. All I see is you. With the night all alone, in the stillness studying slow, I reach out for rescue. All I see is you. All I see is you. Don't let me fall. I won't let you go. Don't let me fall. I won't let you go. All I see is hell.
The Bellwethers. Go ahead, introduce the band.
Hi, I am Fran.
I am Kim Dangerous.
You can talk for us.
Oh, and Corey Plurd on drums.
Dan Sienna on bass.
And Mr. Bill Stimson on lead guitar.
And this is one of the rockinest shows we've ever had on this show in the world, in the whole wide world. And how did you guys get the name The Bellwethers? How did that come about? I mean, this was a 10-year-old band, right?
Yeah. Well, the Beatles was taken.
About 40 years earlier. So, okay, The Bellwethers is good. Is there, how did you, now, you're the leader, Fran, and you started this group about a decade ago.
Yeah.
And how did that, is this the original lineup, or how did that go?
No, we've had quite a few lineups. We actually started off as a three-piece way back in the day.
Three-piece, wow.
Yeah, we were not very, very awesome.
Was that a coffee house situation?
No, we were really loud. But,
Okay.
we just...
Still
we
trying
did-
to find the sound.
Well,
That's what you guys were
the
doing.
reason we're together tonight is because of the Music United Against Teen Bullying and Suicide Movement by David Cottle. That's the show's going on February 8th, 9th, and 10th at Joe's Grotto.
And we have the privilege of playing the first night.
Right.
With a pretty stellar lineup at Joe's Grotto.
Right, and
We're
that's
very
the
excited.
8th. Yep. So that's the main reason we're here tonight, but we're also going to have fun at the same time. So great. Can you tell us about your second song? Do you want to go into that? that, or is there something you'd like to preamble first?
So Schizophrenic Zen is actually the title track off of our second album that we released last year. It came out on CD and digital streaming of April of last year, and we actually pressed it on vinyl and did a big release party at Helton Brewing in Phoenix in September.
And you gave us one of 300 copies today.
You did. You got your own copy.
That was phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
But Schizophrenic Zen actually is a story that it's a concept album based off a story that Fran and I started writing about 5 years ago, just kind of noodling around in the band room, and it started taking shape. We built characters. We have a whole backstory for them, and it's the original project was going to be 3 albums or 3 discs, 27 songs, and
Wow.
time and money became a factor, and we needed to get something out. So
Sure.
it's kind of like pages missing in the book.
Does this have anything to do with the Zen related to schizophrenia at all? Schizophrenic Zen.
Parts 2 and 3 will probably come out on cassette.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll probably come out on
Cassette
cassette tape.
Okay.
Hey,
All right. And your second song is, I got it here, but I forget what it is.
it is Schizophrenic Zen.
There we are.
No rest for the wicked, no peace for the cursed, no sense in crying over how things were.
my gosh, that's outrageously great. More news than should be allowed in a single show. Music United presents a 3-day music festival against teen bullying and suicide. Day 1, Friday, February 8th, 6 p.m. at Joe's Grotto. The Bellwethers, Ironkill, Fairy Bone, Silence the Voice, People Who Could Fly, Reliance, Moons, Birds, and Monsters. This roster may change, but I know the Bellwethers will be there. Day 2, Saturday, February 9th, 6 p.m. at the Focal, Mills Inn, The Insomniacs, The Joeys, 113, Fret Buzz, Jake Cannon, and Fargo, Arizona. Day 3 at the Listening Room, our very own Pasadena. Adam Smith, Caitlin Reinhart, a special acoustic performance by Ghost Cat Attack. Sunkissed, our very own Pasadena once again. And Tess Cameron, Bryden, and Katie Nickel. 3 days of shows, 25 different artists, $10 in advance or $15 at the door. And all these events save lives. Quit pushing these kids around. And the Stilettos, who play rockabilly, swing, and old school rock and roll, play Thursday, January 31st at the WTH Bar. Show starts at 8 p.m. Kirk Studio for the Performing Arts presents Saturday, February 9th at 6 p.m. this year's showcase theme, Soundtrack at the Mesa Arts Center. azradio.live will be there and broadcasting the show live Saturday, February tonight. What's Saturday? It's the 9th. It's the 9th.
Second.
Yeah, it's the 9th. Well, next Saturday.
Oh, it's next Saturday. It's the 9th.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's for the kids, and the rest of the people can go see the Joe's Grotto and the what's the other bar? Oh, Focal.
Yeah,
So-
Focal.
But the Mesa Arts Center, they have like thousands of people, so I think they can spare maybe one person to go see the rest of the show. No, this is definitely for Music United, and that's this edition of Music News for this 31st day of January of 2019. That's Music News. Well, you want to get the rest of the band around the mics? Because I noticed
Sure.
that last time they were ready to talk, and I kind of went into the second song.
Well, we don't let Corey talk because all he does is grunt.
Oh, yeah.
So
well,
you never let the drummer talk.
just hang around him long enough, you know what he's saying. So, and for some questions here, I have questions for the band.
Questions.
And basically, you guys have a new album out, and we described that. But we were also wondering, what sort of crowd are you going to draw at Joe's Grotto? Like, is this a younger crowd, a senior citizen crowd, or?
Why you say that while you're looking at me?
No. I'm running out of things to say. No, or a hip crowd.
They're mostly elementary school children.
Oh yeah.
and juggalos.
And there will be jugglers and fire breathers and all that.
Joe's-
People on stilts.
Juggalos, not jugglers.
Yeah. Joe's Grotto's got they're pretty heavy bar, right? I mean, there are a lot of metal.
Joe tends to lean toward the heavier side. We kind of run the gamut, the full gamut of fans. We've got kids that follow us in their late teens, early 20s, all the way up to about 65, 70, and everything in between.
Well, with the sound like
Hi,
you
Mom.
guys have, I could see why. I mean, this is classic guitar rock and roll. I mean, it's hard to find that sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, Panic at the Disco. What does that say to you?
Right.
Okay, and what sort of? Let's hear. Yeah, that's pretty much my questions. What else you guys want to talk about? As far as, I mean, I've got a bunch of songs, but is there something you want to talk about during this segment?
We're just very grateful to David Cottle for inviting us and letting us be a part of the Music United. I actually met him very haphazardly in Jerome at a Carol Pacey and the Honey Shaker show. I'm going to plug CPHS.
Well, you mentioned to me that you ran up to him.
Yeah, he likes to tell the story that I ran up to him. I walked up to him with a CD.
Okay.
And I told
Kim
him,
doesn't run anywhere.
Oh,
not lately. I've been doing boot camp. It's kicking my butt. So I had the opportunity to hear about what he was doing, what he was trying to do,
Yeah.
and I was all in.
Yeah.
He shared the story about his 15-year-old daughter's friend
Yeah.
who took her life,
Yeah.
and he really wanted to bring awareness to the community, to his local community, but then turn it into something bigger. And I have children. I have a 16-year-old and I have an 11-year-old, and I have to deal with bullying, on a pretty regular basis with both of them. And when you have kids, it takes on a whole new meaning. It's not in the ether anymore, you know? And we love doing benefit shows. It just really spoke to me. So yeah, I ran out to my car while I was at Carol's show, and I grabbed a CD and I handed it to him. I said, if you like what you hear, let me know. And I don't know, a few weeks later, he reached out to me and booked us.
he liked what he heard, and your guys are headlining.
Apparently,
Wow, that's great. And we were talking about schools. Remember schools? I mean, being in high school and all that, the different world it is where things matter then that we don't give a rip about now. But at that age, it's like, what kind of shoes are you wearing? Or what kind of car did you get dropped off in? And, just these little issues that mean the world to these kids. And if something goes wrong, it's like the world is devastated and it's all over.
Well, because everybody's living on social media, right?
That's even
You
scarier.
don't get to live your day. Like when I was in elementary school, you settled stuff on the playground, and then you went home, and you forgot about it.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me. There were playgrounds when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But with lead paint.
Yeah, and look how it turned out.
Yeah.
This is why we don't use lead paint anymore.
I would have been like horrible if I had to grow up in today's.
No,
the
me
whole
too.
social media thing is
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Thank God this isn't like live on Facebook or anything.
Well, quite frankly, I mean, I would have been in trouble if Facebook existed 20 years ago or 30 years ago. I mean, when I look back, I go, holy mackerel. And the kids nowadays, they got to be careful what they put online. And they're actually teaching that in schools now. It's like, it's going to be for eternity what's recorded or what words you say.
It can follow you into jobs.
I mean, they tried to do that with Ocasio, just a video of her dancing. I mean, just imagine how much worse it could get.
No one taught me personal branding in
right in elementary school. Yeah.
Well, are you guys ready for Turn Me On Forever then? Do you want to talk about this a little bit?
This is actually off our first album, Kismet.
Yeah, this is just a rocking little number.
Fran, the man of many words.
Yeah. It's multi-themed, very deep.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
I don't want to just give you guys the answer.
Okay.
Tired of hearing the same conversations again and over again. And she looked my eyes, and she knows what's on my mind, and I'll burn in the world to save her. Don't you want me to love you? So we stopped the time and we went outside, and the sky dripped stars out into the desert. When she took my hand, put it down up high, said she wasn't always a dancer. Don't you want me to love you? No, don't stop. No, don't stop. No, don't stop. I wanna stay inside a little longer. Tell me it's not over. Turn me on forever. Tells me to relax as she rubs me on my back, and the sky turns a funny kind of yellow. And just as we peak, right before we release, she throws off the covers and lights another candle. Don't you want me to love you? She says, lover, it's been fun, but you know I got to run. But I keep wearing this necklace so as not to forget you. And as she leaves the room, I'm overwhelmingly consumed by the loneliness that rules me. Don't you want me to love you. No, don't stop. No, don't stop. No, don't stop. I wanna stay inside a little longer. It's not over. Turn me
The Bellwethers on azradio.live, the Independent Artist Spotlight Show. This week we added Iron Kill, Interfate, Adam Smith, the Insomniacs, the Joeys, Sarah Chapman, Ferrybone, Sierra Cisneros, Reliance, Maybe by Fallen, 24 groups from the Albuquerque music scene like the Time Wreckers, the Talking Hours, Supergiant. List goes on and on. That's the latest music on azradio.live. If you've got music and you recorded it and can send us MP3 files, send them to info@azradio.live. And we've got the Bellwethers. Wow. Gosh dang, that's rocking. Man. And we're going to do a keyboard song now. Oh, nice. Nice.
Nice segue?
Yeah, definitely. And why don't you tell us about this song? Because this is cool. The diversity amongst your musicians.
Sorry, I missed everything.
Oh, we're just talking about going to keyboards now. The Bellwethers.
You just stand there and look pretty.
Yeah. So, we got some kind of more, would you call this one a pop song?
No.
All right.
This one's actually part of the story where the two characters kind of meet for the first time.
It's about letting your guard down.
Yeah, it's about letting your guard down, taking off the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll let the listeners decide what else is in it.
And I got to tell you, we've got, I don't know if you can see this on our internet station, but it's a very good looking group in the sense of the way it's spatially located in their studio. Clint Stevens was in our studio, and it was very congested because we didn't have long enough cords, but this is a really nice setup. I think you'll see them posted on our Facebook Live page, azradio.live Facebook page, and also our Instagram account. But it's really a very good organization here, and you guys are very professional. You guys set up very excellently.
We got them snowed.
No. We've dealt with some unprofessional people before.
And we've been around a day or two.
Okay.
We're very spatially attractive.
You are very spatially attractive.
It was a bummer because we just started having bands on the show, and we had them crowded around one mic. We had the saxophone playing in the lead singer's microphone at times, and we weren't very organized, but we're getting a little better, and you guys helped out a lot by being the pros you are.
Very pleased with the setup. Thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, it looks wonderful. Thank you, Kurt Taylor, for this beautiful studio and the beautiful school.
Yeah, Kurt.
Oh, let's do that.
surrounded by strange empty faces, beat of my heart, anxious races, bodies entwined in Richmond promenade, jackal-headed waiters serving champagne. Do you feel like how I feel? I'll show you my hand, you show me your masquerade. I'll show you my hand, you show me your masquerade. I'm everyone beneath the mask. I can achieve an impossible task. This night is paradise of the mind. I'm free of the binds of time. Do you feel like how I feel? I'll show you mine and you show me your masquerade. I'll show you mine and you show me your masquerade. Maybe I'm a poet, so maybe a thief. Perhaps a father knows no grief. Maybe I'm a dream out of control. Maybe I'm too far down the rabbit hole. Do you feel like how I feel? Do you feel like how I feel? I'll show you mine and you show me yours. Masquerade. I'll show you mine and you show me yours. Masquerade.
The Bellwethers on azradio.live, the Independent Artist Spotlight Show. Thursday, February 7th, we have the Insomniacs in our studios at 8 p.m. All part of the Music United Festival taking place next weekend, and AZ Radio will be there. Thursday, February 14th, we have a very special Valentine's show with the Cadillac Angels live at 3 p.m. here in our Scottsdale studios. Then Saturday, February 23rd, for a special 7 p.m. show, we have Proof in the Pudding winners, Undecided Youth. That's on a Saturday. February 28th is still open, so if you'd like to be considered to be a guest on our show, just call us and tell us where we can pick you up and we'll bring you here. So contact us at info@azradio.live. I mean, we make it sound like if you want to be considered, obviously when we have acts like you guys, the bar has been raised. So
Oh, you're so sweet.
no, it's amazing. Well, this is the section right before... Okay, got rid of that. Thank you. This is the section right before our last song. So why don't we get everyone involved on the mics this time, and if possible, and we can...
Come here, Corey. You're allowed to grunt 4 times.
Oh God, I'm wasting them.
we can actually get group participation because I know that's kind of fun.
Group participation. Corey is the youngest and the oldest. at the
Now,
same
where do you
time.
guys normally play? I mean, where can they see your act besides Joe's Grotto this next Friday?
We play a lot at Chopper John's down in Phoenix.
Oh my gosh, that's a great venue.
Yeah, we love John and the gang over there.
Yeah.
John and the gang are awesome. We play all over. We've played Rogue Bar. We've played Helton Brewing. That's where we released our vinyl. We've played up in Prescott. We were touring in Mexico on mini tours when the album released.
Is it tough touring with families and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
And
dumb
when
question.
you're the only girl.
Okay. Well, you just have to be tough, I guess. I don't know how it works. And we could talk a little bit about the bowling thing. Obviously, things have changed since when I was in school in the 60s, 70s, 80s. How's things changed? Like you mentioned, things are different for your kids. Do any of you else have families besides the leads?
Yes, I have a couple of children.
Do you have issues like this as far as the bullying situation with your family?
Absolutely, I have to tell them to stop bullying us kids all the time.
Yeah. So we had to bring that up because that's why we're here.
My daughter is in first grade, and she's mean to other kids.
Oh, she's a mean girl.
She's a mean
already.
girl.
Mean Street. Mean
I mean,
girls.
she's mostly nice, but sometimes she's biting kids, and
Well,
you know,
That's normal.
Maybe she was getting bullied, and that's how she fought
yelling
back.
at him
Yeah,
in the
true.
bathroom and stuff. But you know,
Well-
she's very sweet.
Yeah,
but
I believe it. Yeah.
She has to have some conversations about personal space and treating people
Yep,
correctly.
yep. And what about the Bellwethers? You know, what is your goal? Obviously we're veterans, or you're veterans. Who's the youngest in the band? The drummer. Okay,
Horatio L. Wintersmith.
okay. And so how many years junior are you from the rest of the band? 10 years, a decade?
I don't think we're allowed to talk about that on the radio.
I'm old enough to be his mother.
Why are you pursuing this line of questioning?
Well, I'm just curious. You know,
I'm the oldest one of the group.
because you guys mentioned you're in the music scene here in Phoenix, and I was wondering what your goals are. I mean, is it still? I mean, obviously you're doing great things still, and is it to, like, you know what they say, play the big stage? Is that your goal?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you already on the big stage?
We have played some big stages. For me personally, I just like the creative process.
Yeah.
I love putting out music. I love telling stories that are relatable to people. You know, touring when you got families is tough. So we actually are working on a YouTube video series right now.
Oh, cool.
To get farther reach without having to necessarily tour all the time. But I keep doing it just because I love it. It's my outlet.
Yep.
It's what makes me tick.
That's great. You know, that is a true underlying reason why we all should be doing this. I mean, we're in our 20s, we do it for the glam, the glory, but I mean, to be our age, my age, 55, I'm not doing it for the glory. No way. It's too much work. But it's a lot of work and creativity that goes into the process, and the final product of the art is what keeps us going, in my opinion.
Are you going to weigh in here?
I was just gonna say, like, I've bet everything in my life on this working out. So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Once you're a musician, though, you can't not do it.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like,
It's
you
very
just do
hard
that.
to step away. I
till you
stepped
die.
away for like a decade, and it was very difficult.
Yeah.
I
Gets in
missed it.
Gets in your blood.
It's
your
in the blood,
bones.
yes.
They're all overthinking this. I just like to hit stuff hard, and they let me do it.
Yeah, speaking of that was one of
Drummers.
the questions they asked. They said, is it okay if we hit the drums hard?
Yes.
Real toughly, real hard. you
Corey
know?
hits very hard.
And I said, don't break any heads. Don't break any heads.
How many heads have you broken so far?
I don't break many heads.
Good. Well, we have good Remo. What are they called? Remos?
How many sticks have you broken?
Oh, I break a lot of sticks.
Well, bring
You
your own
should-
sticks.
man.
you should see the shrapnel on on his riser and
His
our.
drum riser looks like you were running a table saw on it.
Wow. Do you use those big wooden sticks? Those big honkers that are tree limbs?
Have you ever been to a baseball game when it's
Yeah.
free bat day when they
Yeah.
give you those mini bats? He uses those.
Yeah. Okay. That's what
Free
gives you the
bat.
sound.
And
And
he breaks them every third song.
So are you guys
I've literally spent every dollar I have at the Diamondback
Wow.
Stadium just eating crappy tiny bats.
Oh,
And
brother.
bacon wrapped hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that you can use bobbleheads. Why not? So, are you guys a heavy metal band or a heavy rock band or a pop band? What would you categorize you?
I don't really care for these sort of labels.
I know these are like cliche questions.
My dad thinks we're a heavy metal band, and my sister thinks we're a boring old people band. So somewhere in the middle, I guess.
I like
I
the
heard-
bubblegum pop in the line of Aqua.
Wow.
This is like the new generation of Barbie girl.
Blues fueled classic rock.
Well, we're closing up to the end of the show. You've got Talk of the Town while the rest of the band gets back to their instruments. Does someone want to talk about this last song? It's upbeat, thank gosh.
Yeah. It is a brand new song, and it's going to be on the third album. So
Great.
we are debuting it tonight here on your show.
Phenomenal. I mean, I don't deserve this. We don't deserve this.
Sure you do.
But we got it tonight, by gosh.
You're putting up with our nonsense.
Oh, this is wonderful.
We're still writing it like right now.
yeah, we're
but
still, yeah.
We'll get through the chorus. We'll be
Fingers
fine.
crossed, boys. Fingers crossed.
Well, great. This is Talk of the Town by the Bellwethers on azradio.live, the Independent Artist Spotlight Show. The Bellwethers.
It's all around and out of bounds. Let's talk of you and me. We're getting down. It's causing frowns. Put on the bitter souls. They say we're wrong and sing the song to keep from owning up. We'll keep shining bright, dancing in the light. We're the talk of the town. What's done is done, so let's have some fun and take this world by storm. It's not a fault, they're filled with soul and hearts as black as stone. Well, they deserve what they deserve. Now they can choke on it. We'll keep shining bright, dancing in the light. We're the talk of the town. Well, they've been served what they deserve. We'll keep shining bright, dancing in the light. We're the talk of the town.
This is no acoustic show, folks. AZ Radio Live would like to thank Music United Against Teen Bullying and Suicide and the Bellwethers for being our musical guests on our Independent Artist Spotlight Show. azradio.live is brought to you by Kirk Studio for the Performing Arts. If you want the pros to teach you or your family, then think kirkstudio.com. Okay, Bellwethers, we're out of here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, see ya! Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, see ya!
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, well, we tried. Okay, we're off there. Sorry. No one ever gets that in. No, you guys were the best group we've ever had in the world.
Oh man,
Wow,
thank you so much.
It was awesome. No, I mean, it was rocking, and I can't wait to hear the show. I mean, we'll rebroadcast it all.
I'm so
every day.
excited you're going to be there.
Oh, yeah. Friday, we're going to hang our banner, and I'll try to get some interviews with everybody. Do you guys want to do some voiceovers real quickly?
Sure.
Okay, it'll only take 10 minutes. Okay, I'll set it up.
Jimmy, are we doing them in here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We'll
right.
use the 2 mics. If everybody could gather on the mics, and then they're pretty simple. They go, you're listening to, there's several standards. Usually it's you're listening to, we're the Bellwethers, and you're listening to azradio.live. That's usually the classic one. Okay. And then we take one where it's animated and you guys talk or laugh, but it always has to end with azradio.live as a tag so they know what they're listening to. So.
Got it.
So anyhow, I'll get it set up for the first one.
What are you doing?
I don't want to
That's not what's important.
tangle up your going around.
Oh, is that what you're doing? It's dewy in here.
Moist, you mean?
It's very
Oh,
moist.
God!
Open the door.
What? It is open.
Another one.
Why? Why?
Crossbreeds.
Why must we use the word moist outside
Because
of Thanksgiving?
moist is appropriate. It's
No.
not dew. It's not like condensation from the air. We're moist because of our warm bodies.
The Norge was moist.
We're also not a child character from Malcolm in the Middle.
Did I miss all the voiceovers?
Yes,
No.
actually,
Yes.
we're still on live.
You missed the part where we talked about how moist we are, Bill.
Yes. I was reliving Mexico all over again with the moist talk. It's a
Like,
delay.
we're
We're
moist.
watching ourselves.
Yeah.
Cool.
Check 2, okay.
Look at this. This is where I took the phone away from you, right here.
Oh, that far behind?
Yeah, I'm waving.
Oh my
Sweet
goodness.
baby, Jesus.
I feel like we're in that part of Spaceballs where he's like watching the tape of the movie.
But when will that be now?
Just missed
Check
it.
2, 1, 2. Check.
That's-
Okay, we got a signal. All right, I've got the vocal mics up as loud as they'll go. What do you guys want to do for the first one?
What do we just
Just we're the Bellwethers, and you're rocking out to azradio.live.
okay.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Does he know it's still streaming on Facebook?
Oh,
Do you know it's still streaming on Facebook?
I should probably stop those. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you want
We're doing voiceovers. Let's-
Okay.
Why not?
Let the world see what the creative process is.
This is how the sausage gets made.
Okay. when I go like this, that means to start. Okay.
The technicalities are a little over my head.
Yeah, it's really simple. Just go like that and start. Okay. Here we go.
We're the Bellwethers.
Wait, not yet.
Right through the finger.
You had one job.
Danny, let him
Come
do
on,
the
kicker.
finger first.
I am bass.
Okay.
We're the Bellwethers, and you're rocking out to azradio.live.
Perfect. Cut.
If you do say so yourself.
Perfect. I said we're the Bellwethers. Bill looked at me. It was a perfect taste.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything either.
But you looked good not saying.
I was
You were
miming.
very handsome.
You were
Danny.
mine.
I was like,
If I might say, you're spatially attractive.
You are spatially attractive.
Your
I get-
face,
I
your
get that.
face is very symmetrical.
all the time.
Let's do
Yeah,
one more.
Denzel.
I brought down the levels a little bit. I'm just going to make sure there's no distortion on the second one.
Okay.
The same plug.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Just to make sure. I think this one's going to be less
We
distorted.
should say,
'cause I think-
hi, we're the Bellwethers.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're listening to.
And you're listening to?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You want to be more professional?
Bienvenidos.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to go like that, and that's okay.
Hi, we're the Bellwethers, and you're listening to azradio.live.
The radio. AZ radio.
Let's
Okay,
try
that may
let's try
not
that
be too
again.
bad. Okay.
One more. We can do that better. Do
We
one
should
more
start
time.
We can do
Okay.
that better.
Okay.
It's way easier to say bienvenidos than hi.
It's usually, hi, we're the Bellwethers, and you're listening to
AZradio.
azradio.live.
Guys,
Yeah.
there's a big
yeah.
banner back there.
All right.
Okay.
Really
All right.
Read.
Yeah, read the
this
banner.
up.
Okay.
It's right above his head.
Rolling.
Hi,
We're the Bellwethers, and you're listening to azradio.live.
That was a keeper. Okay.
I read the banner.
I harmonize low.
Now, do you want to do one that's kind of funny, where you guys talk?
You mean
a
this
little
whole show hasn't been?
yeah. I mean, we've got some tags that are like where they play some songs and they joke about it or something. I mean, you guys can banter for about 10 seconds. And I don't know. We've had some really corny ones where they say, "I'm Harold Faltz and you're not," or we had a Beavis and Butthead impersonation. But it's kind of funny if you have any inside jokes. Like for 15 seconds, and then we'll tag it with azradio.live. But it sort of shows the personality of the band.
I can do a Gollum impression.
Oh yes.
Do the Connery one.
Yeah, do this, Sean Connery.
Hello. You're listening to azradio.live.
That's pretty good, actually. Okay, and then we'll wrap it up. So I know everyone's tired. Okay, so I'll go like this, and you guys kind of figure out who's going to talk on the mic, and then sometimes I come in and say azradio.live, and that it's an out. But you guys can, it's kind of ad lib sort of thing. And now the pressure's on.
I'm not
It's dead
sure what
silent.
we're doing.
We're gonna do the Connery.
Oh, do the
Connery's fun.
No,
Connery.
do the one you did when we were when we were recording the album.
I don't remember.
50 no's and 1 yes.
No,
means
no.
Yes.
That's from Family Guy.
When you do Sean Connery, can you tag it with azradio.live, and that'll be perfect. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go like this.
Go
and
ahead.
do Sean. Okay, one second. Oops.
Hello. This is... No, I can't do it now. Fuck. This is Sean.
Oh, wait. I already erased it. Okay, here we go.
Precious, precious.
Here we go.
Do Gollum.
Arizona Radio.live, precious.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Okay, we'll try one. Sorry, I ruined the moment. Okay, here we go.
He ruins it. We're listening to Arizona Radio.live, precious.
Okay, that's good. That's a take. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Take. That's gold, Daddy.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold.
That's the one tag to rule them all.
You got a gift, champ.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, please let the drummer out. Here,
This way.
someone help the drummer.
You stay back there.
This is where you live now. We'll come back for you next Friday.
Where you live now.
No,
This is where you live now.
I have diabetes. I need my insulin.
You know, you're always throwing.